Hey guys, what's up? Toboloco here. Welcome back to the 2010 FIFA World Cup South Africa game. And today we're going to be doing a qualifying run with the nation of Burundi. The reason being, no one's requested it or anything like that. I just felt like doing it because we haven't done any content with this nation. And it kind of intrigues me a little bit because I like the style of their flag. You know, it feels like a sort of like a inverted Scotland flag with 3 stars in the middle sort of thing. It's kind of cool. And the only thing I really know about Burundi is that it's actually one of the poorest nations in the world, I believe. So yeah, we're gonna see how far we can get with them today in this 2010 run and see if we can qualify for the World Cup. Now, of course, these are the groups for the 2010 World Cup, the actual ones, I believe. So we're gonna have to randomize them to make them fair. So in 3, 2, 1, boom. And we are in a group with Sudan, Tanzania and Cape Verde Islands. That is pretty fair in my opinion. None of the bigger teams like Egypt or Algeria or, you know, stuff like that. So that is pretty cool. We got 1-star player here, and that is Na Ayo. He is rated 64, the highest on the team. So that's cool. At least the centre back is a star rated player. That's always good for a small team. And then we got a bunch of 60 and high 50 rated players here. You know, you don't really expect too much good things from this nation. And before we start, it is on legendary difficulty. The whole run will be on legendary difficulty because it is the best and the most fun way to play the game. Our first match then at home is going to be against Sudan. And well, another fact I know about Burundi is that the footballer Sadio Berahino, I think, that one of the two, I can't remember his full name, the one that used to play for Stoke City, used to hail from Burundi, or at least his parents did, and obviously they emigrated to the UK, and he could have played for Burundi, he could have. But that's all I really know. Berahino, of course, was very promising, but yeah, I think the footballing life in the UK basically just ruined him. Already I can feel Burundi might struggle even against the likes of Sudan and the other team. It's crossed in. Deep cross, and it just had to be batted away by the keeper. Comes Papi on the ball for Burundi. Over the top. Can we get there? No, not quite. Just pushing forward a little bit, and still nothing doing for Burundi. It's just finding that chance. The first game of qualifying is always difficult because the team is on default mode, and default mode for Burundi is basically like terrible. Here comes Ndikumana. Ndikumana's actually got on through here, and he scores for 1-0 for Burundi. And Burundi have taken the lead despite all the Sudanese pressure. And that is 1-0. Ndikumana, he has made it 1-0 in front of the Burundi fans. It's half time, and thankfully we are 1-0 up despite all the pressure from Sudan. And hopefully we can keep it that way and start off strong. I believe that Cape Verde Islands have already played 2 games randomly. They've already beaten Sudan, and they've already beaten the other team in the group. So yeah, they're already like 6 points ahead. So we need to keep pace with them. Although it's not that urgent because 2 teams from each group in this stage go through. So hopefully we will be the second team. I love little groups like this, especially like in the early stages, you know, playing Sudan, Cape Verde Islands and teams like that. It's just so much fun playing a group like this because you just don't know what you're going to get yourself into. Yes, the teams are pretty bad, but still, you just don't know who's going to come out on top. You don't know what kind of results you're going to get. It's not like a group, say, in Europe where you know who's good and who's bad. But yeah, it's just fun. The match has been a really hard-fought battle between these two. We're still 1-0 up, 73rd minute in. And if Burundi can get 3 points on the board in their first game, that would be great. Defensively, though, we are lacking a tiny bit, but I think that's due to the lack of form. Here comes Tambal for Sudan, and it's just cut out. 83rd minute. And what's going to happen here? It's another yellow card, and that's a red. The computer just can't help itself sometimes. I was nowhere, well, I already laid off the ball, and he was just like, yeah, you know, slight trip, and he's been sent off for that. And he's been slide tackled there. Great defending from Sudan. Only a 1-0, I think, here, which is still great. As long as we can defend this little attack, it'll be a good start, at least for half-star Burundi. Come on. And head it away. Just boot it away. And there we go. We have our first 3 points on the board with Burundi. Their win against Sudan. Only a 1-0, but still, it will do. It will do. It's still a good win. Here we go then. Burundi versus Cape Verde Islands in our second match of FIFA World Cup qualifying. Now, we all know that Cape Verde Islands have a player called Daddy on the team, but we have a player called Papi on the team. So it's like the Spanish version of Dad versus, you know, just the normal version of Dad. So it's Papi versus Daddy in the battle of dads. I don't know. It's such a random thing. We have a midfielder called Papi and striker on the other team called Daddy. So weird, some of these names. It's going to be another struggle for Burundi, I think. We're just not quite at our best after that 1-0. Into the box. It's cut out, but we got it back. And it's cut out again. Great defending from Cape Verde Islands. And Dukamana into Nihamana. And it's in. It's 1-0 to Burundi. I thought I put that wide for a second. And Naimana has scored to make it 1-0 to Burundi. A bit of a shock. But hey, Burundi, very good at attacking so far. And yeah, I thought I put that wide for a split second. But no, went straight in. And that is 1-0 in Dukamana. Tries to blaze his way past. Doesn't quite have the angle and he goes down. No penalty. Okay, I thought maybe that could have been a case for a pen. Papi. Oh, the finesse shot. Just slightly wide and Papi could have notched up a goal in the battle of the dads. Burundi just seem to have a bit of a problem right now in just moving the ball around away from the Cape Verde Islands defence. Every time we keep pushing forward, there's always a defender there ready to stop us. Of course, it's going to be harder. The opposition is way harder. So it's half time and Burundi, surprisingly, are leading 1-0 over Cape Verde Islands. Very good start so far. 2 goals in 2 matches for the lowly ranked side. But that's what we're here to do. We're here to improve them and see if we can take them to the World Cup. Over the top. This could be a chance for Burundi. Oh, I went for the chip and chip shots never really work like that. Oh, it was a good idea, but yeah. Cape Verde Islands still looking for this equaliser. 74 minutes played. Daddy on the ball. And it's crossed out for a goal kick. They've been okay, Cape Verde Islands. I think they've just been a little unlucky. And, oh, wow, that was, well, more than unlucky for me. I tried to pass it to one of my defenders and it went all the way over there. Burundi are about 7 minutes away from notching a win against Cape Verde Islands, which is very impressive. I'm not sure if they've ever done that before. But, yeah, it'll be great to start off with 6 points in a group like this. And that is going to be it. We have beaten Cape Verde Islands by 1-0. Only another 1-0 win. But I'm pleased with the way Burundi held on. They seem to be a solid defensive team. Like, I know we've been playing lesser sides. I know Cape Verde Islands are slightly bigger than us. But, yeah, they just feel like a really good defensive unit. They seem strong. They seem capable of defending most of the time. Couple of mistakes here and there, but that will improve when we get the form up. So, yeah, I mean, I'm quite happy with that start. Our third match is another match against Cape Verde Islands, this time away from home. And I know I always comment on this, but look, the backdrop has changed to like an island sort of thing. Different stadium and stuff like that. It's incredible how the game was programmed to do that. Like literally 14 years ago. This is 14 years ago and I still think that the stadium stuff is somehow better than what we've got with generic stadiums in FC24 and FC25. Tell me you wouldn't look at that and think, yeah, that looks like Cape Verde Islands. Well, I mean, if you've ever been there. But do you know what I mean? Like, I always comment on it, but it just fascinates me. Like, even to this day, 14 years ago, that this game was made. And, well, that's a header, and that just puts it wide there. That's unlucky from Cape Verde. But yeah, like I said, like 14 years ago, and you look at that backdrop there. Look at that backdrop. You'd think, yeah, that looks like Cape Verde Islands, and I know what you're going to say as well. Well, Toboloco, that's the generic stadium for all island teams. But I swear the backdrop slightly changes. I swear it does, like all the time. It's so cool. Cecilio crosses it in and headed away. Cape Verde will be looking for revenge after they dropped a 1-0 loss against Burundi. So, you know, of course they're going to be all guns blazing in front of their home fans. Through ball. Indukamana. Twisting and turning, looking for it. And again, just a sort of P-roller shot. Easy for the goalkeeper. Crossed in. And that's headed away. Good defending from Burundi. They're just, like, for a half-star team, defensively, they are solid at the moment. Goes Daddy on the wing. He crosses that one in. And again, to no one. Lito on the ball. Crosses that one back in. And again, great defending from Burundi. And we'll make it half-time. With the score still at 0-0. You know, attacking-wise, Burundi, we've had a couple of shots, but we just cannot find the back of the net. But at least we're doing better than what Cape Verde Islands are doing right now. Well, Cape Verde Islands just don't feel like they are really on the same page as each other. Into the box. And off the post and in. Yes, it's gone in. And I think that's Nahimana. He has scored to make it 1-0. And, well, Burundi have scored again. And it was just so super quick from the kickoff and shot unfavourable angle, but the post assisted us and it went straight in after the post hit. Fantastic. And that's another goal for Burundi. And Dukamana and getting kept on side by the left back. And oh, it's just wide. Could have got a second goal. That would have been great against Cape Verde, but we missed it. Into the box and off the post and out. How unlucky for Cape Verde Islands that they didn't get the same luck I did. Over the top. Here comes Ronnie. On the ball. Crossed in. And they got it. And they scored. The goalkeeper tried to get it, but no. And that is Toy with the goal. And that is 1-1 to, well, it's all level. It's all level. I thought my goalkeeper could have got that, but no, it sort of like, I don't know, kind of glitched. I don't really know, but yeah, they've equalised. Go on, through ball in Dukamana. Can he finish this game off and get Burundi? Yes, it's 2-1 and Burundi have scored the winner pretty much in the 86th minute. And Dukamana has scored and that could be it. We've just beaten Cape Verde Islands again, this time by 2-1. That's pretty incredible so far for a team as low rated as them. Not an explosion of goals, but maybe, you know, they're on sort of on track for that, maybe. I'm not sure. We haven't played Tanzania yet at all, and we've yet to play Sudan again in the group, so quite easy fixtures. Well, I say easy on paper. So checking out the table for the group. Remember, 2 teams can go through. So Burundi are top with 9 points. Tanzania are sat in 2nd place with a game in hand, and that is against us. Cape Verde Islands have fallen off a little bit, but they still got 2 more games to try and get into those top 2 places. It all depends on what happens here with Burundi and Tanzania. So our 4th match of qualifying is going to be against Tanzania away from home. So we haven't played Tanzania yet, so it'll be a good chance to see what they're all about. The first 20 minutes have been a giant midfield battle. No shots yet for both of the sides. Can see how this game is going to go. Tanzania have really controlled most of the midfield and Burundi haven't had any breathing room. I don't think I've seen a team control the ball as well as I have with Tanzania. Like, they've controlled it so well and managed to keep it away from me for a solid 10 minutes in-game time. Good header, but it's saved. Yeah, they've controlled it so well. They're one of the best teams to do it on this video so far. They're even better than Cape Verde Islands. Into the middle, and it's spilled. Oh, we couldn't shoot. I can't believe the Tanzanian keeper spilled that. That was such an easy catch. Tanzania looking for it. It's blocked, and it's going to be a corner to Tanzania. 45th minute. Can they do anything to get something before half time? No, doesn't look like it. Here comes Swady. Crosses that one in and punched away by the Burundi keeper. And hopefully we can get rid of this one. Tanzania have been all over us. Midfield and attacking wise, they've been so good. They just cannot find that goal. And if they do, and they beat me here, then I have to hold my hands up and say fair play. Because they have played so well. Here we go. Here comes Burundi. And they scored! It's 1-0 and straight from the kickoff again. We push forward and Nahimana has scored to make it 1-0. And all we had to do was just basically just go up to the keeper, shoot, and it just rolls into the back of the net. And that's a completely different contrast to what happened in the first half. Tanzania would have shut me down in the first half if I tried to do that, but they let it happen in the second half. Selemani. For Tanzania, Idi, Salamani again, crossed in, headed out. Great defending by Burundi. Like, they're so good. They're such a good defensive unit for a half-star team. And we can push forward here with Nahimana. He's pushing forward still. Could it be 2? It is 2. And, well, it's 2-0. But, you know, you'd think that Burundi should have been losing like 4-0 in this match with the chances that Tanzania had and the way they've been playing, and we just hit them on the break twice in this match and we're winning 2-0. Sometimes that's football. Sometimes you can have all the chances in the world and you still lose the game. Good play by Burundi. And saved by the Tanzanian keeper. It's going to be a corner for Burundi. Could this be free and seal advancement into the next round? It's not going to happen there, but we got the ball back. And how do we get through there? And that's 3-0. We found the goal just by walking on through. And Insisi Gimana has scored. I don't know how to say that name. He has scored to make it 3. And we just ran on through. Like he was just like, yeah, I don't care, guys. Like, I'm just going through. Try and stop me. And it rolls in for 3-0. Great control there. I think, well, I mean, that tackling, all those 3 defenders got bested by one man. Like, just an absolute Messi-esque style of play there. And, well, Burundi will notch up a 3-0 win over Tanzania. Quite incredibly, considering that Tanzania had most of the better chances. And this could be 4. It is 4. 4-0. We pushed up over the top. Deflection for the goalkeeper, and Ndukamana makes it 4. Sometimes football is unfair, Tanzania. Sometimes it's unfair. I really feel like, you know, if Tanzania were a stronger team, they would have whooped me like 4-0 in this match. But instead, we did the same back to them. Burundi, for a half-star team, defensively, they're quite solid. And we're going to need that, especially in round 2 of qualifying, or the final round of qualifying on this game. And of course, if ever we get to the World Cup against some of the stronger teams, we need those defenders to step up. Our 5th match in this group is against Tanzania again. This time we are back at home for this one. Can Burundi repeat the same performance like they did against Tanzania in the match previously? I hope so. Another 4-0 would be great. I really feel though that Tanzania will be coming out stronger in this match, probably looking to rectify their mistakes from the last match. So Cape Verde Islands are, well, they've already played their 5th game and they have 9 points. Tanzania, if they beat me here, then they could move level with Cape Verde Islands. If we win, we pull away even further. I think it doesn't really matter for us at all. Nahimana. Over the top. We got it. And it's just caught there by the Tanzanian defence. So 20 minutes in, again, it's the exact same game as we had last time, where it's just been a giant midfield battle. Over the top. And here comes the Ndukamana. lays it off, and oh, great tackle, but I think that's going to be a penalty. I think the goalkeeper swiped me out before I could, well, do anything, and I tried to lay it off, and oh, it wasn't the goalkeeper, it was actually the defender, and that's only a yellow card. It's going to be a penalty to Burundi, and it was that challenge that actually made the referee blow for a penalty. Usually those tackles end up being reds, but fair enough. Nahimana, he scores to make it 1-0 just before half-time, and that is 1-0 to Burundi. Here comes Burundi. It's just blocked. It's going to be a corner to Burundi. What can they do on this play? Corner. Crossed in. And headed off the bar. And that was a ferocious header that deserved a goal, but somehow it stayed out. Tackle. Great challenge. Burundi, man. Like, I keep singing in their praises about them defensively, but it's true. They're just so good. And that ball was outrageous. That was an outrageous ball, but we couldn't get the finish off in time. Just incredible defensive work. Like, to tackle as much as they do as a half-star team, it's quite good. You know, maybe it's because, you know, they're on a good form now, so maybe they are better than most of these teams in the group. Nditi has just recovered the ball for Tanzania, and that's going to be a foul, but he's pushing his way forward, and that's a goal. I couldn't stop him. And Nditi has equalised to make it 1-1. Tanzania are back in the game. They're not playing as well as what they did in the first game against them, but somehow they have a goal here despite the fact that they're playing worse, if you get what I mean. But it was a great run by Nditi, and before I could select another defender, he'd already scored. So, okay, congratulations to Tanzania. It's the 89th minute, what can we do? Crossed in, no header. Papi out to this guy, and I couldn't get myself set. Only 1 minute of added, and Burundi will be drawing here against Tanzania. Not too bad. They still qualified from the celebrations anyway, so that's great. And it still gives Tanzania a chance to fight for that last spot in the group. So the situation in the group is as follows. Obviously us, we are okay. Like, there's no need to worry about us. However, Cape Verde Islands and Tanzania will be battling for second place, and it's extremely close. Basically, Cape Verde Islands need to draw or win. Tanzania desperately need to win. They cannot afford to draw. Our last match of qualifying sees us in Sudan. Sudan have 0 points in the group and are basically battling for some sense of pride, whereas Burundi are looking to go almost perfect in the group with 4 wins, 1 draw, and hopefully another win coming up today. Tanzania have equalised against Cape Verde Islands. It's now 1-1. So Tanzania need another goal if they're able to go through. It's going to be a close match. Both teams have been pretty decent in qualifying so far. Not against us though. They could not take us down. Only Tanzania were able to draw against us. Over the top. And this could be a goal. No, it was mishit. A big chance wasted from Burundi. Kara on the ball for Sudan and just palmed away. And that could have been disastrous. And another shot hits the bar. Sudan looking for pride in this match. You know, they're playing for nothing but that. And they almost scored a great goal off the top of the bar. Tanzania have taken the lead against Cape Verde Islands. It's 2-1. Tanzania could go through to the next round at the expense of Cape Verde Islands. Tambao for Sudan. Crossed in, and that's volleyed in. Nobody picked that up, and Sudan have got their goal. You can't say they didn't deserve it. I mean, they've been shooting at us at every single angle, hitting the bar in the process as well. And good volley by Sudan. It is 1-0. Here comes Tambao for Sudan. Good through ball, and here they come. Out to here. Tried it, but it was just shrugged off. Sudan have been playing really well for a team that's bottom of the table. Maybe they just found themselves in unfortunate circumstances. And Dukamana is going through. And that is saved. Fantastic save. You've got to hold your hands up and say when you're getting outplayed like this, you just got to accept it. Here we go. This could be a chance into the middle. And, oh, just tackle before we can do anything. Sudan defensively, very, very good. Another chance. It's safe, but it's actually spilt. And that is the equaliser. How unfortunate is that for Sudan? They could have come away here with some points. But Nahimana has scored in the 85th minute. 3-2 now between Cape Verde Islands and Tanzania. If Cape Verde Islands get another goal, then it's basically all over for Tanzania. Tanzania cannot draw that game. Corner to Burundi. 90th minute pretty much. End of the game. Into the box. This could be a chance. Burundi. Oh my goodness, off the post from those random deflections. I just don't know what happened now. I tried to shoot. And, well, it came off like, well, we got it here. And, oh my goodness, that could have been another mistake. And it's not over yet. We're pushing. And it's headed away. Papi on the edge of the box. The shot is poor. And that is going to be a draw for both these nations. I don't think Cape Verde Islands managed to equalise in the end. So I believe that Burundi and Tanzania will be advancing to the next round. Cape Verde Islands and Sudan will not advance. Alright, and before we see our group, even though I know it'll come up on the right hand side, let's have a look at the group. So obviously we come top of that group and Tanzania squeezed through by a point. And our group will be Mozambique, Gabon and Guinea. Again, quite a favourable group considering what we could get. So thanks for that game, for giving me a nice, not easy group, but definitely an easier group, if you get what I mean. Slightly easier than having like Ivory Coast and Nigeria. But let's just go back and have a look at the other groups then. So in Group A, Benin and Equatorial Guinea go through over Egypt. Egypt missed out on goal difference. How unlucky is that for Egypt? A big team falling by the wayside already. In Group B, we have Senegal and Sierra Leone going through quite comfortably. Malawi missed out by a point on Sierra Leone though, so unfortunately, I mean, someone had to go through in that one because Senegal were the best team in that group, and then it was basically all those little teams fighting for that second place spot. In Group C, it was Gabon and Guinea that went through in that one, who join us in our group alongside Mozambique. Togo and the Seychelles staying home. And in Group D, we have South Africa and Tunisia going through. I don't know how it works with South Africa because they're the hosts. Does that mean Namibia will go through? Or maybe... Oh no, I don't think they do, right? Because there's a couple of groups that are only like, you know, 3 teams, if you know what I mean. So yeah, not entirely sure how that works properly. I'm sure someone's explained it to me in the past, but I think I'm just being stupid and I can't remember. In Group F, we have Angola and Congo DR going through. Gambia and Congo missing out by 1 point and 2 points in that group, so very close in the end between all those teams. In Group G, it's Algeria and Cameroon going through. Ethiopia almost did it, but missed out by a point. And Mauritius only have the 2. In Group H, it was Rwanda going through in that one. Kenya and Morocco, surprisingly, staying home. Morocco should have been winning that group, in my opinion. You know, they're the strongest team, so I don't know how they didn't win it. In Group I, it was Ivory Coast and Somalia going through to the next round. So congratulations to Somalia, because they don't usually do it on this game. In Group J, it was Mozambique and Ghana going through, and Zimbabwe and Chad missing out by quite a few points in the end. In Group K, it was Uganda going through, Burkina Faso knocked out on goal difference, and Zambia staying home as well. And in Group L, we have Nigeria and Mali going through, both with 11 points, and Liberia and Madagascar staying home. So, of course, we know our group, but the other groups, if you are interested, Mali, Cameroon, Rwanda and Benin for Group A. In Group B, it's Tunisia, South Africa, Ghana and Sierra Leone. So, unlucky Sierra Leone. In Group C, it's Angola, Nigeria, Uganda and Tanzania. Obviously, our group. And then we have in the other one, oh my god, Somalia. Oh my goodness. Algeria, Ivory Coast, Senegal and Somalia. That is a group of death for Somalia if I've ever seen one. And that has been your first part of your Burundi 2010 qualifying run. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, then please give it a like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching these. Even though it's not a World Cup year and stuff like that, I still love doing these, and I love playing this game all the time. It's just so much fun, in my opinion. So thank you so much if you're still watching. Keep it local as always, and I'll see you again for the next video.